One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will go to work first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Johnson looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Edwards. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You can't throw a rock in Manhattan, Kansas without hitting something named after Bill Snyder. A big ask to replace him, but man, has Chris Kleiman done a brilliant job.
He has done a great job, and this is a program that's always built on the right stuff. It's built on toughness. It's built on defense. It's built on playing good special teams. That's why you mentioned Snyder, because that's all the things he brought. Jesse, I want to see them now with their quarterback being solidified take this offense to a new level.
Yeah, Avery Johnson's the guy, and he makes wow plays when you watch film. He does things that absolutely blow your mind, and if he can play at a consistent level and this offense can have balance, then there's no question the sky's the limit for Kansas State.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kansas State in business in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. To the air, it's Morton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Virgil. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eakin. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Red Raiders started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loses 4. Brings up 3rd down.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Wildcats are flying down the field. A run for the quarterback. Nice move to keep running. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Edwards. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hold and fire complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Douglas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Second down.
The Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 3.
These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Grab behind the line. It's Douglas. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got a man. It's Virgil. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
By the receiver. Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. The give is to Williams. Shoots his way for more. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The short hands, it's Williams. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete. Push down for the tackle.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll take it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Hold it, finds his man on the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Off play action on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. They'll immediately call timeout. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Virgil. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Eakin. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's third down.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Morton. He's got his man across the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
With the catch, it's Virgil. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Texas Tech, number 20, with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
24, Kansas City, 3.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse. He's loose on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
They'll run play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Virgil. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 5 and a 1st down. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to pass. It's Morton. Got it in the middle. It's Dickey.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Red Raiders are in the red zone. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Johnson wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
So now it's second and long. They'll run it. Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead, Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Morton. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Tackle is made at the 19. Third down coming.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you
breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Johnson looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Complete in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.